Nkosi sikeleli.
Africa.
We are back, man.
Now, this is the only part of the song I know. Hey, die blow van onze, yep, and that's all I know.
And me and the Indians get quiet when he gets there. We are like, He just don't even try, son. When he comes to Africans. Sing the Nkosi sikeleli and the Soto parts and we'll be impressed.
It's not just Sotho, Zulu, Xhosa, everything there. By the way.
But you guys know the Soto part, but the Zulu part, you always try.
No, I know.
The Morena Boloka part, you are always killing it. Morena Boloka.
Something.
Can you sing all of it?
Yeah, I can try, but I don't know.
Hey man, me too, sir. When you arrive at the Afrikaans parts and I throw the words there, sir.
No, the Afrikaans part is the easiest, but it's because I'm Afrikaans. But
yeah.
I mean, when it comes to whatchamacallit, if I can read it, I know it. Because in high school we used to sing it every Friday, so I memorized it. But now, from my head, I won't be able to.
Yeah. I remember having the homework to search what does it mean, the Afrikaans part. The valleys, the waters, the wine. What does it say?
At the blue van ons hemel, at the blue from our sky, and at the deep depths of our sea. Fuck off on.
The depths of our seas.
Yeah.
And then?
Waarom jy wel gebergte?
Yeah, that's the part that always kills me.
Gebergte. I knew it.
What does it say?
Yeah, but I don't know. It means. I think it means like equal land or something.
Guys, if he's writing, he doesn't know what he says there in his home language, South Africa. How should we know?
Yes, sir.
I don't think anybody passed that test.
Leave a fuck gift. I jump out mine, Muna. No, this thing is strong. It's very strong fruit juice. We do not condone the use of alcohol for persons under the age of 18.
But unfortunately, this is how to survive in South Africa.
This is the only way how to survive in South Africa.
This is how to survive this maniac country. Everything is crazy here, man. Everything is crazy.
Our beautiful viewers, welcome back. We decided to do another South African theme thing. Because our South African thing, the first one, episode 2.
Over 100 views.
It went far. So basically this is... Wait, I'll just hold up a whole minute. Welcome to the OG2 podcast. I am JB. This is my G. And this is How to Survive in South Africa.
And we are back.
After
2 weeks now. How long?
Yeah. We'll get into the part of why initially. Guys, now just a question. I also do not condone smoking for persons under the age of 18. I do not condone it because smoking can kill you. Anyway.
Unless you want to commit suicide.
Yeah, smoke 7 packs a day. Why the fuck would you say if you want to... We do 2 episodes on mental health and now you come with if you want to commit suicide, please smoke cigarettes.
Gradually. I guess there's those people who like to go instantly.
They want to go in, they want to ease into it.
If you are like all of us and you want to die gradually.
Yeah. So guys, yeah. We honestly don't know, this is our personal experience how to survive in South Africa. I mean, Maji actually did a very cool Facebook post. I'll ask him to send the post through to me and I'll add it right there.
You know me, son.
I just posted on Instagram. I was like, we're going to be talking from this to Okapis in the next episode. That was what I said. I'm about to die from this fucking alcohol.
And it's like you knew, son, what I needed at the end of the day, son. I'm exhausted for making babies. Guys, tell this guy he must start dating. The privileges of dating. Unless you want to date in South Africa.
Do you guys want to meet my... Okay, I have a girlfriend. I just never told you about her. Her name is Lefty. She is one of a kind. Lefty, no. Lefty, behave yourself. We'll talk later. Please, baby.
So this guy is trying to avoid Mjolo in South Africa, guys.
What is?
And it's not even that bad.
Well, no, explain to me what
Mjolo
is. Because I saw you posted something like that on the Facebook post. And
the Mjolo is the dating.
Dating as in what?
Yeah, like dating. Dating like as you know dating. But you know dating is a pandemic in South Africa. Everywhere you go. Unless you have a spare hard bar. They will tear that thing apart.
At least
you know about that.
At least Lefty will never leave my side.
But you know all about that.
And the worst thing of it all is, I cheated on my right hand with my left hand. This thing is heartbroken.
But why is it that it's so hard to date this modern era? And I think it's the contribution of social media. I'm telling you, son.
Nah, I agree with you in a way. Because the thing is, we have now set up dating standards for each other.
Yeah, and the way people have access to other options so easily and readily on their devices is crazy, man. When you are met at your girlfriend, she already has somebody telling you, hey, sweetie, how can I make you feel better, son? I guess you always... Why do they always do that? When they are said, oh, you guys are fighting, you are feeling down today, on social media.
Mona, the Queen of England is haunting us. They do not want me to see you polishing
hey, Mona, how long have you tried to put this thing here and it always falls off? Yeah, man. I'm telling you, if you get a little bit at your girlfriend or your boyfriend, there's already somebody who's offering to be a better you, son. It's South Africa here. They don't play. I want to go to India. There, arrange marriage. This thing of trying to date in South Africa is poor madness now. I want my wife to be wearing those things. I'm the only one who knows.
Says the motherfucker that has been happily dating for the last how many years?
Majosi, thank you. My ancestors. Oh, man.
Fuck you, white ancestors. Nah, man, but
you only got bent once, man.
Why banned? You mean dumped? No,
bent.
What do you mean banned?
You know, trying to play with a candle and you get bent.
Oh, bent. Your black accent hit through now like drop. The ancestors were with us at this very current second.
Oh, this guy. You must go again. You have experience now.
But like your answer was like, this white boy will hear me now.
Don't bite my balls, please.
So, fuck. Mjolo. So Mjolo is just basically dating.
Yeah. I read the pandemic of Mjolo.
I thought Mjolo was like...
What did you think it is?
In my all honest opinion, I thought it's cheating.
Oh,
like Mjolo, like you're jolling around with other...
Oh, no. Dating is the Mjolo part. Cheating is cheating, sir. But they go hand in hand.
Cheating is just the jol part.
Yeah. They go together, son.
So...
But it's a pandemic, son. Yo.
No, but I mean, especially with us, like, and this is now from personal experience and stuff I've seen myself, we have no chill when it comes to dating. Like, we date to marry, son.
Yeah, you guys date to marry.
For some apparent reason. And I mean, I know guys younger than me that are now set to become fathers, and I mean, yeah, I am.
But there's a good side in
dating my left hand.
There's a good side in the bad side of it. Everything has a good side.
I just feel enjoy life in your early 20s, like from maybe 20 till 25. Yeah, after 25, start thinking about settling down.
But you know what the problem is? If you intend to enjoy your life from your teens till the 25, let's say you sleep with 2 people per year. I'll be generous to, I don't know, now they start with 13 years. I'm just gonna from 16. From 16 to 25, son, it's like 10 years. It's 2 people per year. It's 20 people. Now, when you come and meet Yanas at your 25th birthday and you're trying to settle down, you have 20 dicks to compare Yana's dick to now.
And I have nothing special.
And you have nothing special. And somewhere between those guys, there was a guy who had a tongue of a snake, sonny. He was licking that thing like crazy. He was doing magic. If it's not that, there's one guy who put them through trauma there. They damaged the poor girl. If you're not saying he's going to this place, that guy, the previous guy used to lie here and go and saying he's going there.
And then it's comparison. Yeah,
then it's a badness.
I blame social media.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That is pure madness. We don't know whether to start early or to start late. If you start early, you don't have experience and you get to desire the unknown. You know, you always desire the unknown. Now, having experienced this, what if there's a greener pasture out there? But if you experience it, there's negative sense that comes with it. It's pure madness, I'm telling you. So which one do you think is the best? Starting early or?
Let me put this in a standpoint from both views. If a girl was to come to me, she's like, she has had her body count is at let's say 7 or 8. I'll be shy, Muna, because I'll be like,
yeah, Yeah, man, that's the thing, man.
I'm like, I might not even become close to impress this girl with.
And imagine, out of those 7 people, they might be the one that she loved truly.
And then I come in with my
yeah.
But starting late as well, I agree with you. I like, you haven't, like, there's experiences you want to experience, but it's not going to be the same if you experience it.
It's not going to be the same, man. And I think that's why the royalties, they always go to marry a virgin. You know, the kings will always want to go to get a virgin woman in our tradition. I think even so, that's why the European kings they were marrying people from 16, 15 years old, because they wanted to get them as early in their puberty stage as possible. Because imagine after getting them around 30s and stuff, imagine how many commoners they have slept with. You are a king, I'm marrying this woman, he already slept with Yana.
And then the king is being seen as a mampara.
Yeah, because that farmer says, yo, you see this king, I hit that thing.
I get them kaplu. No, but personal experience, I don't know. I don't want to say, because now if I say it sounds wrong if I say it, but I don't want to say, let's put it like this, start at the time that fits you.
Yeah, because there's no manual, man. Some people, they date people who already had a lot of experience, but their marriage is as happy as everybody else. Some people marry early, and then they are the love of their lives until they
fresh
die.
And clear. And then some people get married, and then they Mjolo in between.
Kicks them. The Mjolo kicks them out.
And then
Mjolo kicks them out, man.
And then the only person you cheat on is your right hand or your left hand.
Pure you, man. Pure you, man. But you always have to console you, man.
Yeah. That's the second thing you need to, well, at least tolerance towards it to be able to survive in South Africa. If you cannot drink, you cannot survive.
Hey, when the statistics came out, when I was scrolling on social media, South Africa, Sani, top 5, Sani. The most drinking people around the whole world, Sani.
How far in the top 5?
I think we were number 3, Sani.
They were lying on those stats. They were not counting the underage drinkers. I'm telling you now.
It's pure madness, son. Yo, South Africa, we can drink. This side we can drink, son. Yo.
No, but we learned to drink. But
You said, how old were you when you started drinking?
Very young.
Yeah, you told me like 10, 9.
Yeah, it was like very, very listen. But it wasn't like drinking full on. It was just like...
You were just, sneaking around.
Like from the age of 14, 15.
When was your first blackout?
First blackout. My first proper blackout when I was at, I think 17 or 18. That was like proper. Like before that, you just drank to get drunk. That was like 3, 4 beers or brandies and stuff like that. And yes, murtu. We had this, you met Terry, Terry. So yeah, shout out to Terry. Motherfucker saw me on my first blackout. So we became prefect. I became prefect and he became head boy, and we're like, we're arranging a fucking party, yes. What is his name? DJ Sfu.
I'm not gonna say it on the camera.
It's West Side.
Yeah, West Side.
But now we live in Marquardt. It's the M.
It's the M side.
It's not gang signs. I'm just indicating the capital letter. But anyway, fuck. Let's not get off topic here. So we had this small party. I was still dating back then. My girlfriend or ex-girlfriend of like 4 years. Then I never learned my lesson when it came to alcohol. I never learned how to, like, if you say you're drinking beer, drink beer until you cannot anymore. Yeah. And then maybe after like switch over then to something, but switch over gradually. Not fucking 1 beer here, 2 brandies there, a shot of wine, 2 vodka blasts, fucking everything.
Eddie Crippen said that to me. Yo, drinking with white people, it's a bad idea, son. You know, black people, if you're drinking Hennessy, you'll drink Hennessy. When you go out with white people, they say, tonight, you're getting fucked up. These people will make you drink everything, son. But, and you know, us black people, we like free things. I give you this, you take it so much later, you give you this,
and then you're like, I'm fucking chiming. So
that is how you guys are used to drink.
Way back when, and then we drank, because we started off with a few beers in Ghana, and then, you know, I'm white, so Marana wyn en Coke, klippies en cola, wat ook al jy dit noem was op die fucking tafel geweest. So I drank a lot of brandy, and then I opened the fridge and I saw my ex bought wine for her and my mom to enjoy, like small glasses, and I fucking fell into the bottle. I took like 5 or 6 shots of wine. Me not knowing, the wine actually makes a great shooter. It doesn't hit you hard, like burn the throat, but like after 4 or 5 shots, it fucking hits you. So I hit like constant shots and shit. And then at a stage, I was like, shit.
I'm fucked up.
I'm fucked up. So we were braaiing outside. I go down. We used to have this big stoop, like it had steps down. So I fucking went down the steps. I went to go and sit on the grass, and I was like, oh, Father God, please. I have sinned in my life. And I vomited once.
And I know your drunk face, and I saw you when you were drinking there. So when you had, what was it? The celebration that time?
When I had my when I was like 7 months sober.
What was the celebration there?
No, it was no fucking celebration. You guys came to abduct me. And then so I vomited on the whatchamacallit, and then I ran up and I saw the meat was burning. But this is me drunk.
You were braaiing. You were the braai master.
No, Vian was braai master, but he went inside, and I was standing there with the braai. I was trying to flip the meat, but I flipped the meat off of the braaier into the grass. But I was like, grabbed the one. I was like, threw it off of the grass. I was like, let me try one more time. Grab it.
The other one, no. Went to the floor too.
I threw 2 pieces off the braaier.
Then you were like, no.
I was like, nah, this shit is not enough. I ain't gonna waste any more meat. So I ran to the boss. I ran into my mom's room, and she was lying in bed, and she was like, we were chatting for like 2 minutes, and I was like, ma, ek is nou rarig poep dronk. And she has this fan that's blowing there, and I'm like, I fucking walk into the fan. I break, that fan falls off of the table, it moves into a million pieces, and I pick up the one fucking, and I just put it back. It doesn't work, I just put it back. I'm like, yeah, A for a way. I run into the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm gonna vomit now. It's gonna happen. I'm like, I don't want to vomit on the toilet seat, so I rip off the entire toilet seat. The entire thing, I rip it off. Throw
it. You just had to flip it over.
Yeah, I ripped it off. I know, I think I wanted to pick it up, and then I went like, yeah. And then I ripped it, and then it was off. And then I started to vomit. But while vomiting, I went like, and I fell onto my back.
Yes.
And I vomited like twice next to me, and I cleaned it up, and I fucking threw everything away. And then my ex comes, and then this is the one thing I loved about her. She had a kind heart. So I'm lying on the floor, bathroom floor, blacked out, not knowing what's going on, and I just hear someone coming to the bathroom. The towel floor is nice and cold, and then she throws me close to the blanket, brings me a pillow. And she lifts my head and puts me down, and I look at them like, can I be completely honest with you? And she's like, yes. I'm like, whenever I see your fucking face, all I want to do is vomit.
That's you.
I fucking turn around and fall asleep again. I wake up to my Terry trying to take me to shower, because it's like, Janus, just go and check your shower, you'll feel better. Because everyone else was a very experienced drinker, and I was like fucking starting off. Me used to drinking maybe 2 glasses of brandy or 2 beers, and calling that the night. And then my Terry wants to, I'm like, no, Terry, it's fine. I'm gonna get dressed again, and I'm gonna go climb into next to my girlfriend. And so I climb in, and I'm like, I'm really sorry for whatever I told you.
You still remember that you told me?
And she's like, she tells me, she's like, I don't want you to climb next to me. And I'm like, skat, weet net, vir jou is ek verskriklik baie lief. And that's when I realized, like, that white, like, to be very apologetic works sometimes. Like, I really and honestly love you so much. I don't think I can survive without you. And I'm like, just let me climb back into bed. And so I climb into bed, and all of a sudden, I hear Moy Terry coming with a bottle of the Detroit Energizers. That one, like, there comes with a small plate with 4 chips on it. He's eating the 4 chips. It's like, Janus, just eat something. With the 4 fucking pieces of chips on there. And then it's like, drink something, eat something. But I'm like, I just look up and I'm like, nah, man.
I'm tired, man.
Ek's nou moeg. Meanwhile, my little brother, 4 years younger than me, the sheer fucking balls on that son of a bitch. He goes to the neighbors, continues on partying from that Friday till the Sunday morning. I didn't see him for 2 days, Muna. He came back the following morning with like his current boss that works. And his one chummy. They came the Sunday morning. Me still bubbling there.
But you get drunk faster, and I saw you that night. But
that was the first time I had alcohol in 7 months, and then half of my fucking stomach lied on the church floor.
And you just only had what are those? That thing that was on your beard.
I had one. Okay, I will retell the fucking story again, since this guy likes to bring it up. I owe it to him since he brought up the story about him almost taking the police to court. So what happened was, I'm looking after this one guy's house. I don't want to name any names because if this guy ever does decide to watch the podcast, and he knows I was the guy in the house while abandoning it. And anyway, so the first thing that happens is I call up this one chick for purposes milky. So I call up Milky, I'm like, and this was me, because the guys, everyone was there, were like pushing me, like, just call her. Because I thought we actually had a connection. Then I was like, can I pop by your house, we'll drink a coffee or fucking something. And then she's like, nah, I'm out with friends. I'm like, okay, this bitch just did that to me. It's fine.
Screw you.
Fuck you. Then, all of a fucking sudden, early in the motherfucking morning hours, I called the vet first. I told the vet to come sleep over at my place. Because for some, I don't even remember why. At the place that I was looking after at. Then I hear fucking knocks at the door. And remember I told you when I went John Wick? That was that exact same day. So I hear knocks on the door. And it's early morning, guys. Like it's early, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And I hear. And I started getting nervous. And then like my fucking asshole went like this.
Anyway, in South Africa, you know.
This is South Africa. And I'm like, all right. Today is the motherfucking day. I'm going to test out
I've been practicing for this day my whole life.
I watched the entire John Wick trilogy. And so I was
you were like, who's that guy? Who wants to put people in the microwave? We are like, he's here now.
My level is outside my door. He's coming for me. And so I was like, okay. I wake up halfway. And I was like, I look and I say, oh no, the TV's on. I was like, oh fuck, it's just the TV. So I'm like, okay, there's more than nothing. And I turn and I just hear hard and like, oh, okay. This shit I ain't imagining. Fuck all.
The thing is happening.
I grab my gun, I lay under the blankets with the gun, and then we heard a third knock, and the vet wakes up. I'm like, the vet,
stay quiet, listen.
Shh. And he's still half asleep, like he's just like looking on, like that, like, daar is iemand by die deur. And he's like, huh? And fucking knocks. And the vet's like, oh shit. And then he pulls his head under the cupboard. Then the person, it's my mic's still here. Then the person in his house, I'm looking at, he has a dog similar to the one I have, but just a bit bigger. So that dog starts barking, and they have blinds. Not curtains, they have blinds.
Yeah, I saw them. You showed me the blinds.
So the dog fucking hits up the blinds, and I'm like, whoever's trying to break in is gonna see me. I'm gonna lay under there, and I'm like, I decide to get up, and I sneak out of a leopard crawl. I turn off the one light. So there's no, I don't think, but the stupidity of me is the light faces outside. So you're able to see the light from outside. So now you just see the light on, then next moment, 2 seconds, light off. Where's the mic?
No, the dog was pulling it.
So I hit the light off and I'm like, I just fucked up. And the dog bed was next to the one door.
The person is still knocking.
Still knocking. So I try fucking John Wick and they should like peeking from me. And then I step on the dog bed, and the dog bed has wheels, and it starts to move. It carries my one leg, I go down on one knee, and I drive past the door.
This guy thought he had a chance against my life.
Whilst John Wicking it. Then the vet looks at me, and I look at him, like, and we don't hear anything, I'm like, I think there's no back. And he's like, why is the dog not barking anymore? And there's a dog outside, and he's like, why isn't that dog barking? And I'm like, they fucking killed the dog, man. And then all of us, and I'm like still John Wicking with the 9mm. And then he's like, and then I hear, oh, these guys these aren't windows. No, there's no windows here. And then I hear against the window, and it's a window right behind me, and I'm with the fucking gun, John, and I'm like, put your hands in the motherfucking neck. Maar hij is Afrikaans. Sit jou al op die fucking grond en sit jou aan die fucking liggen while I'm holding the gun like this. And I see this one chick that's Vian's buddy or something, and she fucking snuck out of the house because her parents got drunk and they were angry at each other. And now I'm there.
See guys, alcohol is a problem.
I was not even me drinking. So I took the girl to my house. Her mom comes to the fucking house that I'm looking after at. Long story short, the mom goes and fetches the child. I just climb back into bed. And I'm wearing, and I think it was winter. It was winter. Me wearing my Batman onesie. I climb back into bed. And then all of a sudden I just hear hoot a turr. And I decide to look out of that fucking worst mistake I ever did. Here is Maji and the entire gang from work. And I'm like, ah, fuck. what did I do now?
You're walking barefooted.
Barefooted with the
Look at this
Batman
guy.
onesie. And then I'm like, I start getting hot and I take all that and like, we're coming to fetch
With the
you.
Batman onesie, I remember now.
And then they're like, we're coming to fetch you. I'm like, just give me a minute. And they're like, all right, we're going to go and fetch the Hubley. We'll get you at my house. Like, no stress. Fucking get dressed and shit. Take my pipe with, put some tobacco in it. Fucking me and my G, we cruising to next door.
Yeah, because we walked. The ladies took the ride, but we walked.
Then we get there and then KG decides to throw
Russian beer.
Russian beer. I fucking
Russian beer.
Whoever decided.
If you are from another country and you ever had a Russian beer.
First out.
No.
I hate you, Russian beer.
And yeah, guys, you can tell us your story about you visit the Russian beer in the comments there.
Yeah.
Because those stories are always hilarious, man. I always...
And then I start drinking the Russian beer. I down it and I'm down the Russian beer. Drink the other person's glass. Drink my glass.
Guys, do you know how much? I never put so much alcohol and then the dash here.
These
These guys were putting this much, guys.
this was dash.
Alcohol. This was just dash. I was like,
I like down 2 glasses and I still took puffs from the bottle and I smoked Hubley and shit. And then I started to get hot. Like I was like, fuck, I'm gonna die.
I saw you when you down that one that doesn't even have dash, son. Then she said she was pouring you a shot, but how can you pour me a shot that's here, man?
Then I went to the bathroom and I sat on the bathroom like this, like, fuck, it's hot. Then we go outside, me and my G, we bring in the briar into the inside of the house, the entire bottom of the briar.
Yeah, it goes off.
I sit outside and I'm just there like, fuck. And this guy is this guy is the sweetest heart. I love him to bits. Just for the mere favor, because he looks after me. I was sitting there, I'm like, I'm about to die.
And we don't know. We don't even know how to escape there because the ladies.
Yeah.
And I told him, you don't go inside. I want to go inside and tell them you are going. If you try to go inside and try to explain that you want to leave, they won't let you leave.
Me getting flashbacks from 2019 of sitting on the grass vomiting takes me back home. I vomit on the church, on the church's stoop. I vomit in the street. Everywhere where vomit is, I am there. So I get back into the house and I just hit the vet like when I'm like, the vet has no drunk. I put back my onesie and I climb back into it and I feel I need to vomit and I vomited and I still my beard was a bit bigger. I had a longer beard. Then whatchamacallit? I think I vomited. I don't know if I even vomited. I just woke up and my entire beard was full of noodles. Because I only had 1 pack of noodles prior to that.
So why do you think we drink so much in South Africa? That we can drink. We went, you see, there's always those Olympics where they beat us with swimming. We went country to country drinking. And we want to be against Russia.
Fuck,
I
Bafana.
think the Russian and the Scottish. We else drink a lot.
Fuck, Bafana. Put me in South African's national drinking team.
Drinking.
Yeah, so I'm now officially back. I drink alcohol again. It's not a proud thing to say, but I drink alcohol again.
But in the locations, I think it's the lack of entertainment.
But I love the taverns though, guys. If you're white and you have black friends or Indian friends or something,
go with them to the locations.
Go to the tap. You'll be treated like royalty. Sure, I lost $600 and 2 packs of cigarettes, but it was fun. I was treated like a king nonetheless. I bought alcohol for so many people I don't even know.
Yeah, and that's why they get you. Because when you are still new there, the guys in the location, Asani, they will call you Grotmani.
Grotmani, sharp. I'm like,
Ngamla.
And then I'm just
call you Ngamla.
And then I'm just like, drink your wikai. Drink your wikai. It's like, I'm not trying to freaking.
That's how they get you, son. They call you Grotmani, Ngamla. Njayami. They want 1 beer. If you buy it.
And then, so all of my money went away that day.
I think that's why, man, they don't have a lot of entertainment areas in the locations, man. That's why we resort to alcohol.
No, we resort to alcohol because it's fun. We see, we think it's fun getting drunk and shit. But I can assure you, it's not fun getting drunk at all. Being drunk itself, I don't enjoy a single bit of being drunk.
And if you realize drinking alone, sitting by yourself is not as much fun as going to the places where there's a lot of people.
But I have a brother and he makes it fun drinking.
Your brother can drink, man.
That guy has a liver.
I think that's why most of the black people we drink here in South Africa, because there's not a lot of areas. Because when we riot and we doing for things like lotioning and stuff, we somehow go to the parks, to the resort areas where we are supposed to go to have fun. We bend, that's the problem with us. So there's not usually a lot of areas where we can go for entertainment. So we go to parties, clubs and stuff. And people will be so happy, son. Yo, when I'm like tipsy or tongue, I just like to stand there and watch at people. I'm like, yo, Everybody's forgot about the problems. They are just vibing, man. They are just vibing.
Yeah, it's a vibe. South Africa's a vibe itself, man.
Vibe itself, son. I'll never change it for any other country.
No.
We always complain every day, but I don't think I can live. Especially
Same
in
here.
Africa. I'll never go live in another country in Africa.
Fuck you, Africa. We're different.
South Africa is the best, son.
Sure, we might not have electricity for 8 hours of the day, but we still have Jacob Zuma. What do you have? Now, and anyway, and this is something I'm going to comment on that exactly Mac G and what is the guy again? The other guy on Mac G's podcast. Saul, fuck.
We always call him that other guy that makes the podcast with the G. That's what they joke
Saul,
about.
I apologize to you if you guys ever fucking find out about us some reason, some way. I apologize sincerely.
Saul.
We love you both. Anyway,
When they are roasting Kanyimba, they were making jokes about that. Or you are just another guy in front of Maggie.
so anyway, we the dogs are gonna bark now. I apologize once again. And anyways, what was I about to say? Why aren't the people upset about load shedding? He said himself, why aren't the people striking about load shedding now or anything? Man, this is another thing you need to have to survive in South Africa.
Yo.
You need to have a generator. You need to have candles. You need to have a solar
And a borehole. Don't forget the borehole.
Yeah, we don't have fucking water.
Yes.
You need everything that to live without, like, if you had to live in the apocalypse, that's how you have to live in South Africa. You watch The Walking Dead, you apply it to South Africa.
We can pass by being a caveman. Those, what are those?
Caveman, you idiot.
Caveman.
Cage man.
South Africa is a struggle, guys. Yo. Even in smaller communities, it's even worse, man. I was feeling so bad this other day when I was going to the location to drink there. And when I passed this mother there, they are driving a wheelbarrow with the kids there. The mother is carrying a big scoop of water on top of this head. The kids is carrying the wood to cook. I'm like, yo. Look how old am I? I'm 20 years old. I was born in 1994. So we have been a democratic country since...
Emma, please, you're not 20 years old. You were born in 1994.
Screw you, Sonny. Screw you. So I'm thinking about it like, yo, 28 years of being a democratic country and I'm still seeing such hateful things. So I started feeling bad for going to drinking, and when people are facing such struggles, I was like, ooh, now I feel like giving them my drinking. And I even bought them. I gave them like $50. I give them like, because the mother I guess was going slow because when I carrying that 20 liter water. So the kids are getting, they are pushing a wheelbarrow, they were in front there. So I took the wheelbarrow and pushed it for them because they were taking that long route to the location.
Yeah.
And I was already going that direction. I was like, you guys, let me assist you with it. I'm like pushing it there. I'm like, fuck. If there was a readily available electricity, these people shouldn't be going through this stuff.
Even if there isn't readily available electricity, do you know what I feel? They could at least the municipality can at least make this small adjustment. Set up 5 or 6 Jojo tanks. Make it a job just to at least refill them. Set them in the middle of the kasi so that people from...
If the water is out, they can go there and refill the buckets, man. Because you don't even have to fill them, just make them boreholes because they refill them automatically, themselves automatically. Because when I was staying in Mafikeng, there's this rural kind of area where they had Jojo's where I was staying there. And when the water is fresh, like crazy, man. But that water refills itself automatically, that bucket, Jojo tank.
I mean, at least I've been lucky enough not to go in with a fucking wheelbarrow because, I mean, sure, we work a lot with drums.
Yeah.
We don't have a huge ass tank or Jojo tank with a pump or anything. We have a tank outside and we have a small. I had to refill my toilet with the swimming pool water. It smelled like a pool every time I flushed. Yeah.
So when I felt bad, man, I was like, yo, and I had imagine the mother has been to the woods to get dude to cook. She had to go and fetch the water, and the kids were already complaining that they are hungry. I'm like, yo. Think about the poor mother who still have to go to the place and start cooking. After going through all that the whole day, I was like, no, I can just sacrifice $50. They will just buy bread and something.
And I can guarantee they appreciated it. Yesterday, me and Vivi, we went to Buzz John. We went to go and buy some of these smokes and some other shit outside of town. And there were these 3 guys filling up potholes and shit. I don't care even if they get a fucking pay for the day. It's fine. But I saw them. I was like, you know what? Let this be my good deed for the day.
Yeah,
I think they
man.
wanted a smoke or something, and I wasn't sure. I was like, all right, it's fine. I don't care. So we went there. I bought like 6 Magwenias, and I bought 2 liter of Coke, and I bought a packet of cigarettes and a box of matches and whatnot. We went to deliver it, give it to them. And then Vian made it a point to say, we don't stop next to them, give it out of the window.
Yeah.
That is being...
Yeah, they just walk towards
Yeah, it's like, he says if you do that, you act as if you're higher class than them. And it's like, we're all people in this day and age. So he says, he's going to stop and we'll walk to them. So we stopped and we walked. We went to give them the food. Motherfucking dogs. And they actually appreciate it. And I mean,
they appreciate it a lot, man. They appreciate it a lot. I mean, and having like a generator and a borehole, man, is becoming a necessity in South Africa now, man.
I told him I had to take money that I saved now. I had to buy a solar.
Yeah, you told me that you got yourself a solar. What is it?
Solar panel and stuff.
Yeah, solar panel.
When you finish and we take you home, I'll show you there on top of my roof there. But I mean, it's an important thing to have now.
It's gonna be a necessity to survive in South Africa. I'm telling you, man.
I'm not sure if it's official, but I saw they posted something. We're gonna have load shedding for the next 2 years. Mandatory set up date. For the next 2 years,
Imagine.
Stage 3 load shedding.
And I came across this post on social media that the people who are working at the coal stations and the coal mines who are more knowledgeable about such stuff, they say South Africa has enough coal sunny to make electricity for 100 years. And you are facing these difficulties. And I've seen Ramaphosa have signed that agreement with America to try to start using what is it? Solar energy and whatever. We are already struggling with a coal that we have. Now we also have to go to buy such material that you're gonna need to extract solar energy from the sun from Americans when we already have the natural resources that we can use.
Well, the thing is, if South Africa just decided. And now this is nothing against whoever president is. I don't know. I personally don't believe in politics. But if I was president and I know South Africa has been through a tough time financially, and I mean, not to get into anything, but yeah, we've been let down a lot by our presidents previously. The cute one. Ninja Turtle. And anyway, if we just decided, and I mean, this could have even been done by the apartheid government and whatnot, but if we just decided to think ahead of time, and I'm not sure if solar energy was much more accessible back then or whatever, but I mean, we have an entire fucking desert that could have been used to set up solar panels
so that they can provide enough power for the whole country.
Clean power that does not pollute.
You know what confuses even me more is that Europe, they have started to open coal, electrical power stations that they're gonna import coal from South Africa and start using them this side. I'm confused that we are cutting off using coal as our main source to provide electricity, but the Europeans are starting to use it now. So who are right? Who do you think is right? The Americans that are introducing the solar energy, or the ones that are starting to open power stations that gonna need coal even more than we did in South Africa?
My personal opinion is, if we had to stick to clean environment created energy, such as wind and solar energy, I think it would have been. It'll be much better in the longer run. Like, I'm not an environmentalist or anything, but I feel it's unnecessary, and I'm not sure how the fucking pollution shit works. Honestly, I have not studied one single thing.
Because we are not professionals,
but
or
I feel
that.
If we can stick to clean, if we can create clean energy that can sustain the country for multitudes of years, where we don't have to buy extra coal and set up coal mines and set up coal burning factories and set up this and that. We have fucking solar panels with batteries, inverters and shit, and that powers us from there. It will be much better at the end of the day.
But the tricky part is that we know when America assists you with something, there's always a catch. I'm wondering what's the catch with this one, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna be forever indebted with America, and South Africa is part of the BRICS community there, and they are trying to start their own currency and stuff. But America is coming with this one.
Aren't we already indebted with China?
Yeah, that's the thing. If we are already indebted with China, how much are we gonna be indebted when you go to get assistance from America? And now it's going to be conflict of interest because they are trying to start their own currency with the BRICS, with Russia and China. And Russia and China, they're already against America. So you're gonna be those people who just stand between, and the two giants are fighting, and you don't even know which one to go to.
Exactly.
Now.
Wait, so who makes Mofai again? DJ Spoo.
DJ Spoo, shout out to DJ Spoo, guys.
Fucking cheers, motherfucker.
And for him to be promoting podcast and entrepreneurship.
No, but now and also this shit is good, man. We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored, by the way, but this is actually nice. Fuck you, play. I must stick to.
Shout out to DJ Spoo, man.
Yeah.
So we wanted to taste both of them to check whether.
Because I normally, I'm not sure if they have. Sugar-free Mofai. I make that my daily drink. I love sugar-free energy drinks. It's low in calories and shit. It's like this is like what 10 or 15 calories.
Yeah.
This is most probably like 36 or something. But I mean, I'll stick to a sugar-free. But if they have sugar-free Mofai, I'ma fucking buy it.
Those guys who are always obsessed with checking which one is more favorable than the other, you can give us your review on our comment section to check whether this one that is coming abroad is better than the local produced one.
Well, this shit is good. I actually like it. I'm gonna make this my daily now.
And the way Muna is promoting economic improvement by purchasing local stuff is crazy, man. That guy has been pushing, especially in 2022. Has been an inspiration to South Africans, I'm telling you. And now he's even trying to promote black people to get in land and stuff so that we can start farms and stuff like
DJ
that.
Spoo.
And estates and stuff.
We require we require sponsorship. As you can see, we have one member of the podcast. 50% of the podcast requires a large sponsor. No, I'm kidding, of course.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Spoo. Another thing now, except fucking whatchamacallit, surviving load shedding and cock. Colors. We love you. We adore you. We are part.
What do the colors do to you now?
Like both of us are actually like Gift has heritage as colored heritage, and I have colored heritage as well. We stretch very far back, but we do nonetheless. I'm just I'm light skinned, you know. I'm a light skinned color. Anyway, why are y'all so fucking dangerous?
I think it's because of their minority. You know, when you are a minority in whatever environment, for you to, like, for your own survival as a group.
If you see a colored gogo, she's the sweetest, nice. Like, when a colored gogo, I've seen a lot of.
Sweat.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. They will say you. I'm telling you, man. It's their survival instinct.
But I love them. They're sweet. It's like a Sutu gogo. All of them are sweet. Always with the chubby cheeks in them. Oh, funny thing. But the younger Iwanas, they will kill us. Because
they are already feel threatened by our huge numbers. Because white people, there's a lot of white people in South Africa. Yes. We accommodated a lot of people. I'm about to chase him away. We had one white people man now. So again, there's a lot of white people and there's a lot of black people. And they are the mixture of the two. Again, there are somewhere here. So imagine you are a big guy, and I'm a small guy. I'm assuming start being aggressive.
Motherfucker, that small guy has no copy.
So that's why I'm telling you. That they want to be intimidating so that you don't pick on them.
Why would I pick on her? I love colors. I had a colored best friend.
Yeah, that's right. You never know. They will come a stage where there's shortage of food or water in South Africa and you start fighting. And imagine, if we are fighting, the black and white and the colors, who are we going to target first? Because there are small numbers, we go to the colors.
It's only you that thinks that. When have you thought of these things?
When I knew, do you know that they said an orange that you consumed in like 1930 and 1920, to get the amount of the nutrients that you will receive from that one to the current one, you must consume 6, son.
Just give me a second. Let me just.
You must consume 6 oranges, son, to get the same amount of nutrients that you got from the one that you consumed in 1930.
I just want to.
So the apocalypse is coming. I got it right, motherfucker.
The apocalypse. The last time it was a apocalypse. Guys,
It's coming inside.
I just want to know when the fuck did you prepare and work out these numbers? Muna, I've only been thinking of like us joining United. Fucking, we attack every other African country, but no, here comes you.
You said.
Like,
I thought of
and you were like, we gotta take out the colors first, man. If we don't take them out, we ain't gonna survive.
To build momentum, man. I'm kidding. Got my colors friends. I'm kidding. I have a lot of colors friends. I'm kidding.
I am in fear now to go to Cape Town.
Yo, these people are khafaras and I'm afraid of these people. You
Guys, another
it's like they're already prepared to fight, man. Why are you so aggressive, man?
Muna, from birth.
From birth. And I hear, man, there's this guy who was, philosophers, man.
Yeah.
So this guy was talking about, we wanted to know the exact point where white people started to overpower black people to start. I guess they say slavery started 400 years ago and stuff. I mean, this guy used the perfect analogy, son.
Which is?
Imagine if you have, like, let's say you have food, you have drinks, and I don't have much of those things that you have. What's the first thing that I'm going to think of? And I see that you have, and wherever I'm here, I'm going to think about how to get them from you, Muslim.
Can I tell you something interesting that I actually thought of now? Once you said it, do you know why I think there was much more technology based in Europe and in other countries than there were in African countries and early days America, ne?
Yeah.
Because way back when the Jews, Europeans, and whatever, they used to travel a lot, ne? So they used to see a lot of more things, such as buildings being built a different way, and such. Whereas people from America, they didn't have much. They didn't travel much away. People from Africa, lower state Africa, like bottom from Egypt down, they never traveled much. They lived in the fucking forests and whatnot, and they lived in the bush, and they lived in the whatever. So I think that's where the Europeans and got the head start. Because I mean, China invented basically everything.
Most of the things, if they not originate in Africa, Chinese were doing.
So that's why I think where Europeans and other ethnicities got the upper hand towards much more other people.
Yeah, listen to what this guy is thinking. If you have things and I don't have things, you are not even going to develop your dangerous side because you don't even need to be dangerous. You already have things. You don't have to go out and sort out for them. Me, who doesn't have things, I have to go hunt and get things.
Exactly.
And the more I hunt, because I have nothing, is the more I'm going to develop skills of overpowering whoever who has something that I want most. So they didn't have much resources most in Europe. As much as they do have some of the resources that you don't have.
But I mean,
in Africa,
they used resources to build buildings and stuff.
Yeah, but in Africa, there's excess. We are providing so many continents with our resources from Africa. So if you are a person who have things, you don't need to develop your dangerous or your hunting skills as much as the person who has most. And use this analogy. You, a person who lives in suburbs, you'll never go to the location to those guys who stay in small structures to attack them. The reason being, I
already have more than they do.
And imagine who do house by robberies and house
people
burglars.
That need more.
So if you have nothing, you have to go and sort out and hunt.
But now if you think about it, now what you just basically told me. Now this is I'm no fucking philosopher, and I'm not sure if scientists have figured this out, if they haven't figured. If they do figure, I'm a fucking patent this. But now in actual fact, if you think about it, then now we're going in deep. It's the fucking cigarettes, Muna. They're going deep. Guys, if you ever smoke like this shit, Muna, this is actually one. It smells like pepper. It burns your nose when you smell it. Physically, it's pepper scented, but you smoke it so it's light. And anyway, so if we think about it, people that had the need to hunt, seek stuff, watch more, they had much more of a physical embodiment of evolution.
Yeah, so I think they have to develop to.
Yeah, so
develop their brain so that they can get
their bodies
and survive.
Their bodies involved around their circumstances. Where people in Europe and places like that, they had higher brain development because
So-
they were figuring out, if we do this and this,
you're
this will-
gonna get this and you're gonna
whereas
get
people that stayed
that.
in close in like in a forest area, they
Yeah.
had much more better arm muscles and back muscles. So in actual fact, if we have to look at people in early Africa and America, they had much more of a physical body evolution stage, where people in Europe had much more of a mental.
Mental development.
God, fuck off. Moenie needy wees nie, motherfucking dog. It's actually quite interesting to think about that.
Yeah.
We went completely off.
That's
fucking
why.
topic.
Son. That's why they develop more, man. Because the black guys will already have most of the things. Because look how green South Africa is and how many resources that they produce. You don't have to develop your survival instinct when you're already thriving, man. But when you are facing scarcity.
That was actually quite interesting to think about now. My brain went like fully fucking open now. I was in the zone.
Telling you, man. I was like, yo.
What is another thing in South Africa we need to survive?
Another thing. There's a lot of things to survive in South Africa.
Burglar bars.
There's always a lot of things to survive in South Africa.
I don't want to get into the crime of South Africa. I think that's a very down point. I don't like...
But that's a cliche that you have to also discuss, I'm telling you, man. There's
Why?
a lot because I don't think about the community level one, man. The government one. Whoa, there's too much fraud.
We're about to... First Maji decides having the entire royal family on our asses because he was mocking the Queen's death was not enough. He wants to get the local government onto our asses and get us killed another way. Dude, do you want to die?
As Malcolm X says, I'm already living like a dead man, son. You cannot kill what is already dead.
But I'm still alive. I still want to live. I started watching that new series. I told him what's about the Mike Tyson series. Ne? Mona, I gave you Disney Plus. Go and fucking watch it. It's amazing.
Yes. Mike Tyson is amazing.
So, man, you know... Dude, if I have to box, ne, I also have... what do you want? This one.
Yeah.
No, give me your glove. I ain't promoting it.
I'm telling you, man. There's too much fraud, son.
I'm throwing in fruit juice.
So if you want to survive in South Africa, you better not be depending on our government to have your best interest at heart, son.
But I think that's almost every other government.
Yeah,
as well.
but there's those governments Muna, that are thriving. I love Canada, side. Have you seen the what is it called? The cabinet of Canada.
Nah.
Hey, when I said, if you're gonna be a minister of sport,
Which one do you want in? This or this?
here we are finishing this one. Then we leave the best for last. If you want to be the minister of sports, you better have been one of the best Olympics or... We cannot take just a guy with a big mokaba and throw him inside there and say, this guy is going to represent the Department of Sports, but that guy have never even kicked a soccer ball.
Man, it was like that
cricket.
video I sent you, like, what?
Yeah,
Who's the man? What was that guy? Mapeshi,
I have to say.
What is that guy? Mapeshi, I don't know. Have you seen how big he is? I don't know who you are, by the way. I just saw that video and I found it very funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they are giving a qualified person to the right department. If you want to be the Minister of Finance, you must be a CA or have been in finance department for so long that they can depend
I think,
on
and
your...
that's what I say, don't give presidency to any second motherfucker. He must, let's say, at least have...
certain qualifications, man.
At least have a qualification in politics, finance, and
human behavior.
And behavior. Because those are the three very important things. And then at least have 2 years experience in the cabinet working for the NCDA,
because of those
EFF,
olden days of selecting comrades because they were part of the struggle. You don't know whether they are mentally developed enough to be leading so much.
Don't be such
many people.
Don't be such a... You just want to become the Minister of Finance because you have a fucking accounting, what you call it.
No, man. There's people who are more qualified, way qualified than me.
No,
but I think you must,
I agree.
Health, be a doctor.
Yeah. But isn't the Minister of Health a doctor?
South Africa, we will search it. South Africa, search it there. Yes, you don't know South Africa. Sir. We give you a post because you're a comrade and you went to exile fighting with the Steve Bigos and the Chris Hani. I love Steve Bigos.
Dr. Pasha.
Yeah.
Was a doctor, Pasha. He's at least doctor.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
Motherfucker, where did you get your certificate?
Yeah.
Just hey, why don't they even show the salary? Guys, the salary is 2.2.
That's monthly, son.
2.2 million.
A lot of money, son. That's... Yo, that's a lot of money.
Why is the health in 1910? But this guy at least looks a bit knowledgeable.
Yeah. But the way he was acting during the COVID-19, but I think he's a new person. He's not the same person who was always posting about...
Actually,
it was Kgauli Motsoeneng or something like that.
I don't fucking know, but this guy at least...
Yeah, but I don't even know
he had,
members of Pamela.
and he was the Deputy Minister of Health of from 2019.
Yeah, you see, that's when...
So at least has experience.
And that's when COVID-19 started, ne?
Okay, so Dr. Butler, I at least like you.
Yeah, you are qualified.
You look knowledgeable.
I apologize.
No, I don't know. I never said fuck what you said.
Minister of Education, you must have a PhD in education and...
Yeah, but I can guarantee you whoever what is that lady's name?
Doesn't look like it.
Let me search.
Naledi Panda. It's Naledi Panda. So that's the thing.
No, but I do thank her though. She fucking lowered the education.
Yeah, man, I don't believe that they have the community.
Our Jasu, 1950.
She's an educated at least.
1955. You are almost. How man? These people are give this money. These people need to be.
Hey man, and the thing is, man, why are we still facing the same problems that we were facing in like the time South Africa was?
The only thing I want to know is
to be a democratic country.
Now, this is one thing that I do agree with. One guy on TikTok he mentioned. I'm not sure who you are, but shout out to you, motherfucker. He said the current cabinet is basically just a retirement home for people from way back when, and I sort of agree with him because I mean,
I still remember me and Jimmy Motsecha when I was there by the time I was still in school, and she's still there
since 2009.
What I'm wondering about now is whether there was a progression comparing the annual performance.
The only thing I know is she lowered the standard of passing very far.
Yeah, man, and she wanted to take away pure maths. That was when I got so mad at her, man. So that one triggered me, sir.
So I don't know. I just feel lowering the standard would be a very big cock. A big cock. It would be.
We must be very competitive against other countries. Imagine the other countries are increasing.
No, but remember, other countries have physics, science, nursing, compulsory subjects.
Compulsory, man.
Because they want you to be able to go into any job position that you really do want to go in.
Even this thing that they introduced that you can do 6 modules and leave the others, like you can do 4 modules and do the rest the following year. I don't think it has helped anybody.
No.
Imagine, Mona, if you couldn't perform well when you were attending class every day for a whole year, how are you going to perform the following year when you don't even have people who are going to tutor you? Because kids at the locations there, they don't have money to be buying and paying for tutoring.
And the only thing I actually want is, there's one thing, a small thing I need, and this is not a large request. I understand it's going to cost a lot of money. We discussed this earlier in the week about the fees must fall movement or what we call it. But I mean, free is tertiary. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. Tertiary. Education. I wouldn't say it need to be. You're gonna fucking show me drinking more fire. I feel it's also a basic need for any person, because I mean, you might have someone that actually does struggle. I mean, there are bursaries available and something like that, and I mean, NSFAS does also assist in whatever way they can. But I mean, you don't have to fucking give them the best educational whatever. Just give them basic.
Yeah, man.
Cover basic, like cover education and cover maybe law or something. You don't need to cover being a doctor or something. Because I mean, if a person wants to become a doctor, I can guarantee you their marks are so good that they will get a bursary for something.
And
Also-
I think they must also prioritize those hands-on skills that you must develop early at school, because some of the kids, man, they don't even have those father figures at their places to teach them basic stuff.
like driving or something like that. We
and we
discussed.
were discussing it.
Yeah.
Remember that they must introduce it. Like, and he said they must do it for 3 months or
Yeah,
something.
like
and you'll be
guys,
able to do it.
maybe if with learners and stuff. It took me 3 days to study for my learners. Give 3 months for people to teach
and then
them.
give them practicals, man.
Yeah,
Take them to driving schools where they can learn how to drive.
And I mean, make it an after school thing. You don't have to attend if you don't want to. You can attend it as an extra subject. Attend it and then
Make it part of that LO subject. man.
exactly. Because what the
Teach
fuck?
life
What is
skills, man.
allos used for?
Teach
You-
life skills, man. Because we were discussing it. Look at my own age, because we didn't have access to a car at
How
my
old are you again?
household. I'm 27, guys. I'll probably be 27 for the next 3 years.
How old will I? I was telling, and I saw this video on TikTok. It's like they were talking like, I'm 20 something now. How old will I be in 10 years? And then the guy's like, no, I'll be 34, 30 something. And the other guy's like, no, man, I'll be 41.
So yeah, man, they must introduce things like that, man.
And I mean,
Basic living skills, man. Because, man, it's very difficult for them guys when they live in schools without actual skills that can be marketable.
I mean, exactly. I
workplace.
never fucking knew how to pay taxes.
Because if you know how to drive from school, you can be a driver.
I mean,
there's always companies that need logistics department where you
Exactly.
can deliver things. You can go there and apply. Somewhere leaving your grade 12 having a license.
Yeah, like grade 12, make it for
Because imagine how many things that the government pays for the purples. Pay covering that 200 or 300 something for the when you're not paying bribe. But in South Africa, guys, you must pay bribe.
Yeah, that's another thing.
To survive,
Whenever
to be a driver.
and I'm talking now especially to white people. Cold drink does not mean buy a fucking Coke.
You must have.
Unless you know how to buy a Coke for 1,000 rand. But yeah.
So
that
to
is-
avoid people getting access to their license through buying cold drinks, teach them in high school, because you will have professional assessors that will be there. That
Exactly.
this kid that didn't buy their license, they actually qualified to be driving.
And I mean-
that will even assist with the reducing those accidental numbers. Accidents.
I mean, whatchamacallit, we do pay, I mean, us as taxpayers, we do pay our government money, and they pay our traffic departments and whatnot. Send one motherfucker from the traffic department over to a school.
So cool, man.
For this, I'm not like, it doesn't even need to, it can be for 2 months
Yeah.
as an extra subject. I can guarantee you the entire grade 10 or whoever will attend that class. You can assist them with getting their licenses. They can
Imagine starting it there by school. It will take like 3 or 4 generations. And after 3 or 4 generations, we will know that everybody who's driving on our roads is roadworthy, because we know they were taught those things from high school.
Exactly.
And they didn't pay any cold drink, because you cannot pay cold drink at high school. What money do you have to pay for cold drink there? You have to actually be able to drive so that you can be certified
Exactly.
driver, man. This is big, man. We may have to patent it. We have to patent it, man. We're going to do a presentation to the government.
if
you take it, guys.
he call this guy will let you. If you watch the previous episode, you know this guy will take police off it. He'll take the.
Come on, imagine, man. We're gonna reduce the number of accidents. We're gonna reduce the number of corruptions that happen into our Department of Road and Safety. And we're gonna reduce those people who need to be there now, who get paid for nothing, that just goes to the street and ask for cold drinks. We're gonna reduce those numbers, because people will be leaving schools knowing how to properly drive, because they didn't cheat their way through it.
But I also feel that at least teach kids whilst they're in high school and stuff, basic things they need to know when they become an adult. Because I mean, I never knew how to pay taxes. I didn't know how to file anything. I mean, I had to ask you, what happens if you pay
if you pay for tax, and I have to show you around to it. And now you were so happy that you can do it on your phone. You didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's the basic things that you have to teach people. What is tax? How is tax affecting their lives? How to file for it? Everything. Now people are paying so much money, but they're paying 1.5 for things that they can do on their phone.
And they don't even know how to. And then most of the
They
people,
don't even know why the importance of paying their taxes. They don't even. There's a lot of things, man. Teach people now. There's 4 or 5 things that you need to know in your life. You must have a house. Teach us how to build there at school there. How to build.
But
Teach us
they do have, ne? You have
but you have to go to
practical
those,
schools.
And those practical schools cost money. The government must do something that the kids that the
no,
public
but
schools
way
can
back
be able
when
to do it.
in Marquardt High where I was, we actually had, it was called houtwerk. They would teach you how to work with wood and build certain things.
That's what I
but
want
it was taken away.
That's what I want to the government to introduce to the public schools. Health. Teach us the basic things, man. You see those courses that you always attend for first aid stuff. Teach us the basic. I don't need to know how to perform a heart surgery, man. Teach me basic stuff so that I can help my father if they get hit by a stroke or something. Teach me basics. Or lay his head like this. Do this. Teach me from my school, summer class.
And like, you don't have to make it you can ask students, like, if you do you want to attend first aid training? Sharp. Go.
So they must make a subject like LO. LO must be covering basic things.
Yes.
Life basic things.
Not fucking how to do a push-up.
No.
How to live your basic life after high school or after university and stuff.
Another thing, clothing. That's the one thing that you cannot survive with. Teach us there. There's a lot of kids who are...
Wait, they do have clothing. It falls under consumer.
We don't have those now in the locations. I'm telling you. We don't have such subjects now.
Add it to LO.
You see?
Add everything to
Add
LO.
everything to LO, man. Basic things.
But even us, now clothing was a part of the of consumer. Consumer was actually a very broad subject because we didn't just do, like every person says, I'm a fucking new consumer because I make food. No, you don't make just food. You
know what happens in the location? There's certain schools, there will be a school in the locations, but that has that standard thing. Now their education standard is much better than others. There will be those schools that have subjects like consumers and stuff. Those others, they don't. I never had an option that they will say an option to do consumers at our school that we attended. We only have commerce, science, history. That's all that you have.
That's the one thing I loved about consumer. The consumer taught me basic things. It taught me, and that actually teaches you how to run a business.
How to cook.
Teaches you how to cook, and it teaches you how to make clothing.
Basic living skills, man.
It also teaches you like different types of contamination, what types of food to do with this and this, infections you might get from that. It was a very.
I'm telling you, man, we'll be much better country if we start doing those things at our lower level. Yes.
Deputy Minister of Health. We are fucking coming for you.
I'm telling you, man. Now to survive in South Africa, man, it's a hassle. Because kids leave their high schools not knowing a lot of things. All they know is that theoretical part of cramming and passing.
Yeah, this is another thing I'm going to add. 2 things I'm going to add more to how to survive in South Africa. Do not be, and this is how to survive baseball, do not be way down if you never finish school.
And another thing, that goes with what you are saying, the mental.
Yeah.
They never develop a kid's mental fortitude.
Yes.
Fortitude.
Big words.
Big words.
I'm going to have to add a subtitle for that one.
Yeah, man, that's another thing, man. Here you have to be mentally strong in South Africa.
Yeah. But I'm going to get to that now. That's actually the second thing I was going to talk about. But the first thing is, do not be fucking hold on, whatever, if you never finish school. Because I can guarantee you.
Especially the results have just came out on Friday.
I mean, like my brother, he cannot study to save his life, but his hands.
There's a lot of skills that he knows.
So, rather, instead of punishing a kid if he doesn't do good, rather tell them, we have much more. These are the options we can give you. Don't bully a kid if he cannot. I'm talking to the teachers now because I know they.
That's the analogy that Einstein was using there. Where you cannot judge a fish by its ability to fly. It is meant to be swimming.
And I mean,
it's meant to be swimming. Whether you judge it by how the ability to climb a tree, a monkey will always be better than the fish to climb a tree. Yes. So if this person is good with his hands, have those courses that his skills will be applicable to.
Instead of, and I mean, now this is like a direct attack towards teachers, and these are teachers that I actually have seen in action, where a kid is much more suitable with working with his hands and working stuff, and then they bring him down and be like, but you're fucking dumb.
You're dumb.
Don't.
They think being smart is being able to memorize information and passing tests.
But there's a difference, people.
And that's why there's always those different ways to measure intelligence. They are focusing, I don't remember what they call IQ. They are focusing more on the IQ than other coefficients.
Because I can tell you, you can have an IQ of 140, 160, like exactly the same as Einstein. You can have an IQ of 160.
Yeah, it's actually there, man. The different levels of intelligence. It's actually there. So that you can mention them and teach
Okay,
them.
but anyway, you can have an IQ of 160 when it comes to science, mathematics, what. But I can guarantee you, you might not know how to fucking change or set up
And that's the basic living skills that you need.
maybe
to
you might not even know how to change a tire, but you have an IQ of 160. Then it comes a guy that you qualify or see as dumber than you to come and do your work for you. That is sort of insulting towards if you qualify yourself as a smart person. Different levels of intelligence. Not intellectual disability. This feels like it's attacking me.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. And you think you are smart, you don't know how to fix a puncher. You don't know how to fix a puncher, but
You don't know how to change a pipe. You don't know how to...
man. You don't know how to change anything. Even if something breaks in your household, you have to call somebody that you label as stupid. Just because
there's visual spatial intelligence. I'm guessing that's for artistic, linguistic, verbal. It's when you can talk and write. Logical, mathematical intelligence, bodily, kinetic intelligence.
This is the term I wanted.
Which one?
The kinesthetic.
Can I fucking just said it and I can't pronounce it again. Musical intelligence.
Interpersonal. People, have you realized those people who are always smart, too smart, they are always awkward in social places. They don't even know how to interact with other people. And there's always those people who make friends easier, who will always be good in making stuff because they can speak to people easily. So they don't recognize those skills that Yanas can make friends easily, so he'll be able to do this job.
That's why people, the educational system, are trying to confine us in a box.
In a box, man.
They're trying to make us either mathematical, linguistic, or something like that, where there's a broader spectrum of what you call it. Now, since hit the hour mark now. Before we close off, the next thing, final thing. South Africa is a movie, is a series, is a drama. Like, in all seriousness, South Africa is a very serious place, man, but do not take it serious. This is and then fucking dickhead just farts.
Our cameraman is big. If you hear funny sounds, just know.
You cannot take South Africa serious one bit.
Yeah, man. But that's the good part that I love about South Africa, man. We always find a way to.
Load shedding is as serious as can fucking be, but we will make jokes about it.
And we survive.
Because
we don't stress ourselves up and things.
Fees must fall. We are laughing about it. Shit, fucking the president, corruption, stuff gets stolen. 20 minutes later, there's a thing posted on TikTok, a funny joke.
But the thing is, if you are always laughing about them, yes.
Okay, certain things we have to take seriously, but I mean, we're a chill country in actual fact.
We're a very chill country. And a lot of people want to come to South Africa now because of social media, man. They are getting exposed to how chilled we are this side.
And we drink a lot. That's one of the nice things. Guys, we thank you for joining us yet another.
There's a lot of information that you couldn't cover all access, but guys, you have to save.
Fuck it. Well, next week we're making a part 2.
South Africa part 2, man.
And we're doing it in the fucking swimming pool. Anyway, what was I about to say?
Because there was certain topics that we got so emotional, we spent like 20 minutes on them.
Yeah, but we honestly love the country, and I mean there's nothing I can do to change South Africa. We can do to change South, but I mean we love this place. We embody South Africa as a country. So our beautiful viewers, peeps, motherfuckers, fatherfuckers.
See us again on part 2.
See y'all again. Oh, and just to say, we have load shedding there, so I fucking mentioned like 12 times.
No,
so our schedule is a bit messed up because last week we were gonna shoot, but then we had load shedding and then lighting and cock. But I do have a solar panel, so I have some electricity.
Levels.
But next week it's gonna be in a pool.
And I thought this week was gonna be a pool. I was so ready. You see, guys, I'm all prepared. Look
at them motherfucking chicken legs.
And I arrived here. The rain was heavy last night. The swimming pool is not as nice.
It was as heavy as gift on his girlfriend. Anyway.
Screw you, sir.
We love y'all so much. See you guys whenever the next episode
drops. We're gonna make part 2 of
Yeah.
How to survive in
How to survive South Africa.
and
part
cover everything that we didn't have.
two. Whatever that is, we must, but we'll cover it. Bye, guys.
Ciao.